Man pees during movie and gets beat up.
Yeah, I threw the spectacles on for this one, so you know it's serious business. When I started stream tonight, chat told me something I could have never expected to read. News that you never want to hear.
Nigga did this shit during Demon Slayer? Nigga, are you serious? Yo, my shit being this dark is really pissing me off. Like, really. But this nigga did this shit during Demon Slayer?
Chaos at the movies in Surprise this weekend after police say a man exposed himself and urinated inside the theater.
During a screening for the new Demon Slayer film, one fan excitedly stood up and apparently unzipped his trousers and began peeing. Now, I've seen conflicting reports on if they were peeing on somebody or just peeing in general on something. Based on the charges, I'm going to guess it was the latter. It doesn't sound like they pissed on...
Both are equally crazy.
...anyone R. Kelly style. It seems like he just started peeing on the seats below him, and then he just sat down as if nothing abnormal just happened. And as you can see here...
How do you just wake up to do that, though? Like, what was your vision? What was the thought process during that whole thing? Did you just have to pee and like you just didn't want to leave, miss the highlight? I'll be honest, nigga, that movie was really just like backstory central. You wasn't missing any like core fights, to be honest. And on top of that, my nigga, if you missed anything, you could have just watched the cam version, nigga. I'm not gonna lie, you would not have missed much. Good movie though. I was up for all of it, but like, you know, niggas usually, I don't know.
Patrons of the cinema were not too pleased with this display, so they got up and clobbered him. Good. They fucking beat the piss out of him.
Fucking phenomenal.
It was a smackdown. This isn't. They only show you a snippet of it. They are walloping this man. And then when they're done, you can see him in like a Peter Griffin death pose, pretty much. I've seen people calling him the Piss Hashira, and that's given me a hearty giggle.
Hashira.
Now, I recently mentioned that I just got a copyright strike for showing news footage, but I truly cannot do this topic justice without showing you some of this footage. So I guess I'm just going to roll the dice here and hope that the news agency won't be upset at showing you some of these clips here about what unfolded. It is so fucking unhinged. The chutzpah to stand up proudly and piss in a crowded
That's what I'm fucking saying. This nigga dead ass stood up. Nigga probably was trying to get all that shit, so he had the heavy stream, like high pressure stream. And sat the fuck down as if niggas ain't whatever. And niggas, you expected it just copacetic. We good. Nothing's gonna happen, nigga.
Movie theater, just fucking tinkling, golden showering the seats beneath you is unfathomable. Like, this isn't even.
And then you're not even in like the front of the movie theater where like. I guess if you wanted to do that, you could do it in the front. Nigga, you are in the middle of the bitch. So it's like, there's niggas in front of you, in the back of you, watching you do that bullshit. Why?
He didn't even try and be discreet about it. He stood up, and he is in the middle of this row of seats.
Yes! That's what I mean. You're not being discreet at all, nigga. You just got up and, what type of shit?
Middle of the section. Everyone was going to see him stand up, and I imagine instantly people were like, "Sit down, goober, what are you doing, douchebag? Take a seat." And then, like, taking a closer look, like, upon further inspection, like, oh my god.
So, basically, right, Demon Slayer, I think that shit came out, like, 2 weeks ago. This nigga at the premiere of the fucking movie basically got up, right? He's in the middle of the fucking row, like, right in the middle of the fucking room. Got up and just pissed. Like, full-on pee, nigga. And everywhere, nigga. And after he was done, okay, El Ego, what you mean? What you mean, El Ego? And then what he did was like, just pee all over the fucking seat. I don't know if niggas got hit. I don't know. But essentially, shit. And then he basically got his ass beat for that shit, so.
He's urinating. Oh my god, he's fucking peeing over there.
Yeah, it happened Friday night at the AMC Surprise Point. That's where officers responded to the disturbance. Witnesses told police that the man was confronted after he got up, unzipped his pants.
Yeah, this nigga looks like, and it's worse too because he black. It's worse too because he black, bro. But, man. He looked like the type, too. He looked like the type.
And started peeing during a screening of Demon Slayer. Moviegoers confronted the man and started hitting him. The suspect, Limmel Hall.
Nigga did that shit during the Zenitsu fight? Was it that insane, nigga?
Hall was later arrested and booked on charges of indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, and criminal damage.
I may not be familiar with the Surprise Point AMC location, but I can tell you about surprises, and boy howdy was this probably a big one for everyone that attended this screening. Goodness gracious. When I saw this movie yesterday, my theater was filled to the brim. There wasn't a single open seat left. So if I was a betting man, I would put money that there were people in the seats next to him and people around the splash zone beneath him.
That shit just
Probably
came out.
Horrified that this guy just stood up, pulled his cock out, and then started peeing. Now, like I mentioned, I believe no one was hit with the biological warfare here.
Okay, good. Perfect.
I think most people walked away dry, considering his charges didn't include, like, assault or something, which maybe would have been the charge that would arise from getting pissed on. I don't exactly know what it is, but since his charges were criminal damages, indecent exposure, stuff like that, it doesn't sound like anyone got like piss waterboarded. No one was like drenched and super soaked by him or anything, but I do think there's a possibility that maybe it just wasn't reported because maybe they didn't even know that they got hit. Like I feel like standing up and pissing like this, probably like there's going to be droplets bouncing and splashing in places they don't expect, so maybe some people got it on like their shoes or something and just didn't notice, because from the sound of things, he did a full-blown tinkle carpet bomb.
And there was no reason for it. None. Just leave just go to the bathroom, nigga.
Wager a guess that the guys who went up and gave him the knuckle sandwiches were probably the ones closest to him when he did this. And I would also say that I'm surprised that he didn't get more charges added, considering that in this movie theater auditorium, there were probably kids around.
Oh, yeah.
When he got up and just started pissing with like his whole meat out and everything. I'm actually kind of surprised there weren't more charges on it.
Shit, nigga, they should add more to that shit.
Hull appeared in court Saturday afternoon. He was later released. A witness tells us AMC gave everyone in the theater a refund.
That's actually a pretty nice gesture from AMC with the refunds, but you can't put the piss back in the balls. What a crazy situation here. I actually cannot even imagine the state of mind someone would have to be in to do some shit like that. Seems he desperately needed to go to the potty, but I guess he just didn't want to excuse himself to the restroom. Maybe he was afraid that he'd miss something important in the movie.
Nigga, that's what I'm thinking too. He probably was like, oh shit, this shit getting too juicy, but I gotta take a piss bad. But still though, nigga, you could have bought a bottle, but you was in the middle anyway. You didn't even try. You got up. Like, you stood up, nigga, and just released. Insane.
Didn't want to miss a second of the action. And even still, the decision to stand up and piss is fucking shockingly baffling. Like, there's no good way of doing this besides just going to the bathroom. You're going to miss a little bit of the movie. But, like, why wouldn't you just pee your pants? like you could piss your pants and nobody would know you did that in a dark auditorium. Like, maybe they'd smell it, eventually as the odor emanates.
But I'm sorry though, there's literally no form of media that I would watch that would make me miss using the bathroom. I think if you can't do that, you kind of have like priorities fucked up, nigga. Like, even if it was like Spider-Man No Way Home, nigga, I'd get up to use the bathroom, nigga, because eventually... Why it look like... Anyway, I know eventually I'm going to see that shit again. Like, nigga, I'm not missing much The fuck?
It'll also be kind of hard to pin that on who exactly was the pants pisser. Like, why wouldn't he just pee his pants? That would also come with a myriad of excuses too, by the way, like, oh man, I had an accident, you know, I didn't know I had to pee like that, or you could, like, blame it on a condition or something. But instead, he made, like, an entire song and dance out of him pissing. Like, he actually interrupted the film so that way people would watch
And
him
then expected not a nigga to just, nobody to be like, yo, gang, what the fuck? Like,
he called all the attention to his degenerate act. What a fucking sick freak. Anyway, though, I had to yap about this a bit. This one was shockingly wild. That's about it. See ya.